Join us on a journey as we frolic through fields of filmmaking follies. Join us on this week's episode of Raspberry Fields Forever.
You suck.
What's up, everybody? Jesse Rodden here with another episode of Raspberry Fields Forever. Coming at you today with my co-host and heterosexual life mate, Mr. Kieran Gibbs. Kieran, how you doing today, bud?
What's going on, Silent Bob? Jay here.
Oh man, yeah, we have a good one today. I guess it depends on your definition of good.
We have an aggressively mid one.
Yeah, Raise the Titanic. It is not the Titanic movie that we're all hoping for because, well, that's not this podcast. This one was actually made before the James Cameron flick. So this one predates it by, I guess, about 13 years, something like that. Hell, it predates when they actually found the Titanic because it was in 1980 and they found the Titanic in 1985.
Oh, I didn't know that. Are you serious?
Yeah. Like they found, that's the reason why, like in James Cameron's one, you know how the Titanic breaks in half and then like goes down. In this one, it didn't do that. They made the boat go down all like in one piece, and come to find out that's not exactly what happened. So yeah, I just found that a little bit interesting. But anyways, Raise the Titanic. Yeah, this film is not the greatest. It's one of those ones that it doesn't have a lot of plot to it. It's a lot of scenic looking at muddy water.
There is a specific phrase that Kevin Smith used in one of his comedy specials, and it was called shooting with my film dick. And I think that's precisely what this thing does. It's just burning reels of film because, oh my God, look, it's so pretty. Ice caps.
Pretty much. And then they're not really doing it well either, because a lot of those drone shots, even I know they're in a helicopter or whatever trying to get those type of shots and stuff, but it is some of the shakiest drone footage I've ever seen in my life. It was terrible.
Well, before we get into the actual meat and potatoes, that's just something real neat before I thought we went into it. Did you know Jerry Jameson, the guy who directed the film, he was an editor on the Mod Squad?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
He also directed Airport 77. Whoever gives a shit about that?
Yeah. I don't even know what that movie is, so it is what it is. But yeah, so Raise the Titanic stars, well, a lot of people that I've seen in doing a lot of character work and stuff, but they've never really been any people of like true note, I guess, any starring characters, It's Jason Robards, which he's been in several things, but he's always that guy who kind of blends into the background, and you don't like, he's never like the main guy in a lot of his things, or at least a lot of things that I've seen with him in it. He's not that type of person. Same with Richard Jordan and David Shelby. Both I've seen in other things before, and I think they're decent actors, but they've never really been main players. And this movie, to me, shows you why, because, oh my gosh, I mean, their chemistry between the three guys is just not really connecting. And there's supposed to be that friction between David and Richard's characters. I believe their name is Gene and Dirk Pitt.
Which Dirk Pitt couldn't be more of an 80s protagonist name if you tried. Yeah, this is also an adaptation of a book by Clive Cussler, which sounds like an insult for a kid who doesn't know how to not use curse words on the playground.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much all we can give away without really going into the meat and potatoes of it. So it's time to move on to our next segment called God Save the Scream.